Hi! Hello! Hi, it's Natalia, your colorful photo friend, and welcome back to my channel! Today I'll be talking about how I shoot my self-portraits, from finding inspiration, props, location scouting, shooting, and editing. But before we get started, this video is sponsored by Adobe as part of the Adobe Max 2020 conference. Yay, sponsor! Like seriously y'all, Adobe Max is my favorite conference ever. Like, I come back each year feeling super inspired. I've gone like the past 3 years. This year was digital. This year they had Zendaya, Wes Anderson, Tyler the Creator, Annie Leibovitz. Crazy, right? They have all these creative professionals talking about their crafts and creativity and business and everything you could ever want, every skill that you could ever want to learn, and I highly recommend checking it out. Anyways, I've been shooting self-portraits for the past 7 years, and I learned through a lot of trial and error, a lot of failure. Like at this point, I trust myself to take my own photo more than anyone else because I know the right angles for my face, lighting, camera position, and everything because I've just had practice so much over the past few years, and so that's going to be you by the end of this. You are going to be your own best photographer.
You don't need anyone, that's right.
So let's get started. So to start, you need a camera. It doesn't have to be a fancy camera, it can literally be your phone, a tripod, remote, and your pretty face. And wireless remotes are available on Amazon or any camera website. So once you have all of that, it is time to start finding your inspiration. So my self-portraits are pretty planned out beforehand. I like to sketch out all my ideas in my sketchbook and have it there on paper so I know what I am visualizing. It helps me not be the tired mess when I'm shooting. Great places to look for inspiration are Pinterest. I have a ton of mood boards I make for shoots. Magazines, music, like listening to song lyrics, traditional art, and your surroundings. Personally, I'm inspired by color, as you can probably tell, random objects, location, emotions, and anything weird. Step 2, sketch. I have a few notebooks that I use to sketch out my ideas. As you can see, they're super rough and looks like a 3-year-old drew it, but this is just to get the basic idea down. No need for it to be perfect. And step 3 is clothes and props. I have a whole closet full of props and random mystical dresses that I've collected from thrift stores and flea markets, including 2 wedding dresses. And while they're fun to play around with, you don't need extravagant things to make a good photo. Oftentimes I use a lot of plain, colorful clothing and everyday objects, including eggs, paint, bananas, you name it, body parts. Yeah, literally just random things. You can make art out of anything. Step 4 is location scout. Usually I take walks around my neighborhood to see how the landscape around me would fit any ideas I have or perhaps inspire new ones. These are all locations around my house, which is in a suburban place, so there's nature and this wonderful abandoned gym that I have shot in many times. It helps to take iPhone photos of just the location so you can remember it for later. Step 5 is to shoot. Set your tripod and camera up and have fun. Try different angles, facial expressions, and poses. The only person that sees these photos are you, so don't be afraid to get weird with it. And step 5 is to edit. To edit, I use Lightroom for color corrections and then Photoshop for manipulating. Photoshop has all the tools you could ever need to make an edit, and each year they come out with insane features that make life so much easier. This year they announced at Adobe Max that there is a sky replacement tool. Like, it will literally switch out the sky of your photo and suggest new ones that you can adjust, which is absolutely insane. And step 6 is to show the world. Share the piece of art you just made. Tag me in your self-portraits and I will be going through all of my tags and responding to them.
And react to them maybe in a video.
So that's it. That's a very brief overview of my process. I hope you enjoyed it. If I went too much into editing or shooting, then that video would literally be 10 hours, years long.
So
I'm gonna go into more depth about my shooting and editing process in more videos in the future, so stay tuned for those. And I just want to remind you that this process is not a set in stone process. So creativity is fluid, and The most important thing is to experiment, but this structure is what helps me not be all over the place. Granted, I do go out and shoot just with my camera randomly without any ideas sometimes and come out with really cool ideas, but this structure helps me not be a complete mess, and so hopefully this video helps you in your creative process. So that is it for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on all my other socials right here and here. And I'll be posting another video very soon, so comment if this video helped you and what other ideas for tips or anything you want to see me do on this channel below. I love you all very, very much. I will catch you later. Bye!
Yeah. There's a little bit of red sticking out though.
Where?